Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation, an emerging nation. We are the United States of the world. We've been around about 4.5 years, putting in solid foundations, and we're now expanding our economy to improve the liquidity and value of our currency, and that'll benefit all our citizens, because all our citizens receive free handouts of our currency every month. And anybody can become a citizen. There's no fee, there's no obligation. You just register, prove you're a real person, and that's all there is to it. Once you become a citizen, and even before you become a citizen, we don't separate you based on gender, colour, class, creed, or anything else. We don't put you into pigeonholes. We just see everyone simply as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together and all unique individually. And so having something unique to offer, being of equal value to every other human being. It's a non-separatist ideology, and we have a little affirmation to help us with that before we get started. But before the affirmation, we have a little prayer, and that's to help us find true happiness in life. There's so many people that are still searching for something. They don't know what it is. They outwardly look to be successful people, but they're struggling in life because they have something missing and they don't understand and know what it is. And it's something they can't buy. We've got people that have got vast fortunes of money and they're still searching for more of something. But what is it? Okay. And it is true happiness that comes from within. It's that ever new bliss. I'm not talking about short-term pleasure. You can get that. You can buy that. You can buy a new car. You'll like that. You'll be happy with it for a while, and then you'll want another new car. You can get a new house. You can go on a vacation. All these things will bring you short-term pleasure. But that true lasting happiness you will only find through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that it attracts into your life everything that you need and want. So you don't have to worry about chasing after money or whatever else. It all just will come to you. You'll find that you have the time to do everything, and all your plans will come to fruition. The more you spend your time on loving service to others, you'll be spreading happiness, sharing happiness, and receiving that non-stop joy, that bliss that is there. And that is the true measure of success. Okay, so before we get on to that prayer and the affirmation, let me welcome everybody, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay. And we have a lot of people watch the replays because 7 p.m. London time isn't a convenient time for everybody. And that's why we have replays, and they're all available on YouTube and in Facebook. So you can go through them and catch up on anything if you want to. But right now here in live, we have Mary from Chicago in the USA, of course. And we've got Peter from the Cameroon. We've got Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal. Colin from South Africa, Eric from Quebec in Canada, Norman from Doncaster, England, Richard from Devon in England, Werner from South Africa, Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland, Don from Vancouver Island in Canada. Eric, here I am again with my questions. Is there some issues with the PIF in the shareholder plan? I did one earlier and I need to do 3 others before tomorrow to make sure my referrals don't miss out. I keep on trying and it doesn't work. As far as I know, there's no problem with it. I would have to check it and see. But as far as I know, there is no problem with it. I can't check it here. I suggest, Eric, you put in a support ticket, and that way we will make sure we've got a record of it, and we'll get to the bottom of it. We'll test it. If when you put in your support ticket, if you tell us who it would be that you would want to piff in, their username, and how much you would want to piff them for, and then we can have a look at it properly and see if it goes through and if it works. It should be okay as far as I'm aware. I don't think there's anything we've been doing today that should affect that. But I don't know. I don't know whether anybody else here has been piffing people in. So, and this is purely in the Share Hope program, I presume, because the piff into other plans is a little bit different. Piffing from the Share Hope program or to the Share Hope program, you do from the Share Hope dashboard. Okay. Please put in a support ticket if you continue to have trouble with it. I don't think there should be any problem with it, but I don't know. Okay. Let's have, excuse me, just before I do that, we got Michael in from the Bahamas. Now let's get started with that little prayer and the affirmation, and then I'll let you know what we have been up to and what that should have affected, and where we are. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they need and want into their lives. Amen. And our little affirmation, we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay, and we got Ramachandra in as well from Watford in England. Right. Today we had an issue where I told you yesterday we believed that all the commissions had been correctly paid, but we had quite a number of tickets from people pointing out that indeed all the commissions hadn't been correctly paid. It was to do with the release of commissions from level 1 when somebody was in level 2, and we had run programs and software, but we found the reason for it, and it was a bug in the software that we developed to find the bug, if you can understand that. And it found a lot of people, but it missed a lot of people as well. But that has now been corrected and it's been run, and we've also put that in as a backup. It shouldn't happen now because we've changed the way that things work. But if that should happen in the future, we have that program in which will run daily just to make sure that if anybody is in that position, it'll find them and release their funds. So we've got a double whammy on that one. Did take a while to sort out and wonder why things didn't work as they should, but we've got it done. I see we've got Maureen in from London in England as well. Ramachandra from Watford, have we welcomed him? Yeah, I think we did. But Maureen from London in England. So that I'm pretty sure now has been sorted, but once again, if there are any issues, please do put in a support ticket. That way we will make sure that it is picked up and we will get it sorted out. But I'm even more confident today that that has been resolved. And today, following that, I don't know whether you saw the scheduled post, but it said, "Are you ready?" And what is it that you're getting ready for? We are going to, this weekend, I did say originally Sunday, but we might do it Saturday, to make the first disbursements totally free disbursements, no issues, no qualification other than being an active elite member. So basically we'll be handing out free money, and we're going to make sure that we do a minimum of $1,000 each time. And I say each time because initially it's probably going to be monthly, but we'll have to look at that. And if we can do it a bit more, then we'll do it a bit more. And we will do that by selecting people randomly. But we had to, first of all, find out exactly who was in there, who are in the pools. We have to do it in a way that we can then number them and do a random selection. And we have to also know what other programs they are in within We Share Abundance, because the more programs you're in, the more you help us build that community liquidity. And so it's only fair that the people that are doing more to build get more benefit if they're selected. So there will be random selections of a number of people until we've given away at least $1,000. So the minimum people will receive would be $25, and the most that anybody will receive will be $100. So we're going to be doing that this weekend. The list I got, but it's not in a format that I need, but it was a sort of preparatory list, and it's going to be completed tomorrow, let's put it that way. And so I will have all the information, and I'll be able to do a few tests and things, and just see how it works, and then we will be able to give some money away this weekend. So that's what you need to be ready for. You need to be an active elite member. Active members are people that have logged in for half the available days of the month. And an elite member is somebody that is participating in all 6 of our pools. And they are an integral part of everything that we do. And that will be being explained more. I'm working on that now to be able to have people understand how the pools work, how they can get to an elite member totally free, or if they want to speed things up, they can put their hand in their pocket. It's their option, no obligation, and then be eligible for free handouts of cash every time we do these allocations. I hesitate to call it a raffle because some people think that raffles are gambling. It's not a raffle. We're just giving money away, but we're randomly selecting people from that group of a couple of thousand people at the moment. But hopefully that will grow. And as it grows, we should be able to also grow the number of times that we do the disbursements. and the amount that we are able to put into those disbursements. So it's benefit to everybody, and I'm looking forward to it. It's the first step in getting all our members some freebies, free benefits. It's a small step, but it's a big step because it is paving the way, and it will allow us to expand on that. And you've got to start somewhere, and often getting started is the hardest part. So we will be getting started with that this weekend, and we'll be progressing it through. Now, my big task is getting the information about it all out in an understandable way. So that's what I'm personally working on at the moment. But it will be an extra string to your bow, and it will be something that we can attract people into We Share Abundance with, and you'll be able to see that more once I've got it all done. And I'm hoping we can get it all completed by this weekend, and so we not only do the first disbursements, but we'll have the full explanation available on the website. Okay. Another thing, we have a post in the We Share Abundance updates. No, We Share Abundance publicly group. Somebody saying, I've been in this Sharehope plan and I've not made any money. I have tried to go to great pains to explain that what we have in the Sharehope plan is not get rich quick. It's not going to be paying out money quickly. It's something that you've got to commit to for a period of time, and eventually it will get you where you want to be, which is retired with a retirement income that'll come in regularly, steadily for generations, not just for your lifetime. I think it's probably reasonable to think about 3 to 5 years to generate $5,000 or $6,000 a month for $2.50 a week input. Some people will do it faster. For some people, it will take longer, but I think probably 3 to 5 years will be an average. Now, that's not a guarantee. It's just my feelings that will probably be an average as we get the thing wound up and working better. But so far, we have people that have got in and don't take note of what's been said and expect to be making money after a few weeks with no effort. And it's not going to happen, folks. It's not going to happen for you. It could do if you're lucky. We'll have some people that will be in that position because they got in at the right time. They got in a good position. The positions that are available now are the best positions. At any given time, that is the best time for you to get in. The earlier you get in, the better it is for you. And that is going to be ongoing. It's always the best time to get involved is now, if you didn't get involved previously. But once you're involved, don't get out, because if you get out, you've lost that boost, that benefit that you had of getting into the best position. And if you want to get back in again, it'll still be the best position available to you, but it won't be as good as the one that you left. So get in and don't get out is the message, and trust the system, have patience and perseverance. And especially if you're going to be passive. If you're passive, you've got to be patient and persevere with it. If you are active, you've still got to be patient and persistent with it, but you will find that you will get results much faster. It's very easy to break even. All you've got to do is refer 2 people as paid members, and you're actually going to be generating a profit, not a big one, but a profit with just 2 referrals. So it is something that that you do need to be aware of. It's no good posting, I've been in this for so many weeks and I've done nothing, but I've got nothing, and I've just paid $250 a week for 6 weeks or however long it is. I don't think anybody has paid more than $10 at this point in time into the plan. Okay, people may have deposited funds in excess of that to cover future payments, but the plan itself, I think we're only now in the 4th, well, we're actually in the 8th week, I think, or something like that, of matrix upgrades. But we gave everybody $10 back for the first 4 upgrades, so it's a good deal, whether you recognize it or not. I can't help you beyond that. If you want to drop out, but you're going to be foolish if you do. And I believe you're quite foolish if you don't get involved as well. It is very, very sound, solid, and it will get you where you want to be, but it's not going to change your life overnight unless you are really active. Okay, let's just have a look. We've got somebody else in here. We've got somebody from Twitch. Oh, hi there. Best viewers on Bosobo something or other. I think you're trying to sell something. Okay, thank you. We're not interested. But if you want to stop, and listen and find out what we're about, then you're very, very welcome. Now then, we've got Peter in. I'm just wondering how the raffle for withdrawal from the ShareHope wallet will have fair play of justice and equality if it's based on luck. Will some people not be lucky to withdraw repeatedly? It's random. You can call it luck if you want. You can call it good fortune. It's totally random. Anybody can be selected. There's no other way we can do it. Some people could potentially win every time we do it, and some people could miss out every time we do it. It's totally random. It's like buying a lottery ticket or something. If you're into that sort of thing, it's not something that I do, but you've got a better chance of winning them with a lottery ticket, I'll tell you that. You stand more chance of being killed by a meteorite than winning the lottery. You stand probably 40 to 200. You've got about a 1 in 50 chance of getting something from the disbursements each time we run them. Just as a rough guide, okay? So I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in fate. I don't believe in luck. I believe that the most worthy people will be randomly selected. Just my belief, okay? You can believe whatever you want, but it will be a random selection. Okay, we've got Maya in. Lovely to see you, a long-standing member. Are you promoting Cash Cow? Are results still expected by Christmas? I'm I have not started promoting at Cash Cow yet, but this has been covered. It will be done as soon as we get through the 777 upgrades that we're on now. We were hoping to have them done by this week, but it's been delayed. It's going to run into next week. As soon as we've got that all in place, then the promotions will start. There will be quite extensive promotion through lots of different avenues, and we will be monitoring them and seeing what is working best. The numbers that we get back, we'll be able to share with all the members for if they want to do their own promotion. We'll be looking at paid. I'm talking about paid promotions here. But all the benefits from the marketing we do will go to the Turnkey Cash Cow people. And yeah, I believe we're still on track for the end of this year. Christmas, yeah, okay, but another week as well. Okay. But yeah, we'll be getting onto that in a big way, and it will, as we get things that are working better, we'll be putting more into them and trying to bump up the results in that way. You should start seeing some sort of benefits and boost from that. Within a couple of weeks, hopefully. Okay. How many people do we have in Pool 6? And if possible, how many of those Pool 6 are active? I think pretty much everybody that is in Pool 6 is active, but I can't guarantee that. I don't have the numbers in front of me at the moment, Eric. The numbers in Pool 6 at the moment are about 2,000. I think it may be a shade under 2,000. I don't think it's over 2,000. I think it's just under 2,000. And that's where I sort of said you probably got a 1 in 50 chance of getting a disbursement. Okay. Yeah, we're not interested in your cheap viewers, thank you, Mr. Panduro. Go and hawk your business somewhere else. Okay. Numbers. We have a net decrease at the moment. It was bigger than this earlier on, but we've got a few people that have paid their subscriptions in the last few hours, and hopefully we'll get a few more. But the people that are not going to renew their subscriptions are the people that shouldn't have ever got in the first place, because they didn't listen and they don't want to wait for 3 to 5 years to get a retirement income doing nothing. They want to do nothing, pay $2.50 for 4 weeks, and start seeing the money flowing into their bank account. That isn't realistic, I'm afraid. Please go through the ShareHope plan and then get involved with full knowledge of what you're getting involved in. But we have a net decrease of 44 to 453 paid members showing at the moment. We'll see what that is when we run the upgrades tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be getting much closer to where we were, which was 497. So there is a good possibility that there will be a decrease in the matrix positions below you, if you're wise enough to stay in and make sure your subscription is up to date. But you will probably start seeing more in commissions, because there will be renewals coming in, and those commissions will be paid out. So you will start seeing renewal commissions coming in, both from the personal referrals and from the matrix. But you may see smaller numbers in your matrix if these 44 people don't do the wisest thing and continue their subscription. But we have an increase of 116 in the 777 plan to 22,384. And we have an increase of 75 in our registered members to 48,655. Active member count is not accurate at the moment. So that is something that we've got to make sure is correct before we do the disbursements this weekend. And that's part of the project that is ongoing now, to make sure we've got everything right and we're not excluding people that should be in there. Next, what's next? Multiply Weezer, we got another email verified member. Gone up to 15,996. Nobody knew about advertising, and we didn't get enough from logging in from the revenue share to get up to the next dollar. So we're still at $10,529, but we're up at 79 cents instead of 2 cents. So we got 77 cents just for logging in. Okay. We've got Kingsley in from Manchester in England as well. And Eric says, I might have missed it, but do you have a date expected to reactivate the assisted entry in the 777 plan? The assisted entries are there. They're still being allocated. It's just that people aren't putting their names in the box. Some people aren't. So if you're talking about us picking people out of the pool to put them into those boxes, we don't have a date, but it will happen once we've finished the upgrades. And the upgrades are going to take some time into next week. They won't be done this week. They won't be completed this week because of the bugs that we've had, and we've spent time fixing and various other things. So that I can't tell you, but it won't be very long before we're doing that. And once we do, the pool of members that we've got to allocate will disappear very quickly. We've got Richard. What happens with the empty positions in the shareholder matrix through people dropping out? Is the matrix compacted? Yeah, compression takes place. Compression is the technical or jargon term, if you like, for a matrix where everybody just moves up into the positions. So yeah, it just means everybody moves up. If there's a position empty above them, they go into that position, or somebody goes into that position, which creates another position, and it just compresses all up. Yeah, there are no holes left, if that's what you're thinking. They all get filled. Everybody just gets moved up. It compacts, as you put it, I think. Yeah, compacted. It does compact. For those of you that are used to the jargon, compression takes place. Okay. All good questions. I love questions, especially when they are good, valid ones. We always get good ones from Richard and from Eric, and from many of our other members too. We had a good question from Maya, because I know we don't have a great many people that are involved in the Turnkey Cash Cow program, but they have been very, very patient in waiting to see some results, and they are very much appreciated. But because there aren't too many of them, it will mean that we'll be able to move them along quite quickly. I mean, if we had hundreds of people in there, which we don't, I think there's about 25. I think there's only about 25 people in there. We'll be able to hopefully get some very good results very quickly. And it'll only get better as we get better by monitoring the advertising that we're doing. We'll be able to get better results and move things much faster. Okay. Done the numbers, done the updates, mentioned about ShareHope. I can't think of anything else. Is there anything else that people want to know? I am really pleased and very excited about the way that we are evolving currently. And I think you're going to see that if I can get this the page done for the pools this weekend. If I can get it completed, I think you'll see a lot about the direction that we're moving in. We are concentrating on doing things the right way, and that is getting people getting people to understand how they can progress in life and find true success. And true success isn't measured by power or wealth. It's measured by your happiness. And of course, it's a lot easier to be happy if you're not worried about how you pay your bills. But we want to bring it all in together. We don't want to just say, okay, this is a way where you can make this much money. There's hundreds of those out there. Most of them won't be around in a year's time, and hardly any of them will be around in 2 years' time, and probably none will be around in 3 years' time. We want to change people's lives for the better, and you can't do that just by giving them an income opportunity. The income is important, and nobody's denying the fact that we need income in today's world. We need to have money. We need to be able to pay our rent and put food on the table and have those luxuries that we want and various other things. But it's not the be all and end all. It is just a part of everything that we are offering. Okay, I'm going to be here anyway, hopefully for the next few days at 7 p.m. London time, on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, and of course also tomorrow. So get out there, keep things moving. I mean, we are moving quite nicely, really, when you look at it. In the last 3 days, we've got 250 new registered members, and we've added 394 people into the 777 plan. I don't think that's bad at all for 3 days, and it's consistent. We're keeping doing it, and it's keeping growing in that way. And it's up to you to do your part to keep that going and share the love and the abundance and the blessings that we can offer people, and you'll find that your cup will overflow. So until tomorrow, see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later.